All right. The Simba Steakhouse beef flavor is different from the other beef flavors because I think for me it has more like sweeter notes, like barbecue notes, um, and is less salty. So it's more on the sweeter side and very easy on the palate. But it's still authentic. I would say about 65% of the smoked beef, but just with that more extended barbecue notes and much more or much less saltier. Um, what I would suggest as a starter or welcome snack when having a braai and having people over. Normally, I would serve the steakhouse beef flavored chips with a couple of dips. You got to give people options. You go more for your plain um, dips, like if it's cheese based, you can be plain, or you can add some chopped chives into your cheese, or you can make a mayonnaise based dip with different things. I like having something hot, having something sweet, having something with a little bit of mixture, savory and sweet and a little bit tangy. So mayonnaise based dips always work, but have something chili, something sweet, and like I said, something tangy. I think what excites me most about the collaboration that I did with Simba is the fact that they speak to the South African market. I mean, we like Brian, we like hosting people, but we also like chatting, interacting, but also having something to eat. And when you have something as a South African, when you're hosting and you don't have food or something to entertain people while they're waiting for their braai or the main service of the food, you're not going to be the most popular person in your group. So it speaks to us as South Africans, and the things that we like doing are exactly what is provided here. And our collaboration is authentically saying, this is what we like as South African. Yes, we can joke about it that we're always late when it comes to certain things, but there are things to keep us going in the meantime. And there are flavors that we enjoy and that are favorite with South Africans. And we like meaty stuff. And I think the steakhouse beef, speaks to our customers and people that love Simba chips. But you know, whenever you having a braai or a meeting or hosting people, it's always good to have good things that they can eat and talk about. And this is also a talking point where we know we always have problems with fire being late and certain meats not being available and certain dietary requirements not being catered to. But the conversations that flow while you're waiting and having something to eat that leads you into or gives you a prelude to what's going to happen and what's going to be served. And I think the steakhouse beef flavor does that very well, and it blends in with our culture and what we are notorious about. We're having to wait for the braai most of the time, or the guy doing the braai. Um, as a chef, there are a whole lot of things that we are very particular about and that we pay attention to. And having to pick up, certain notes and flavors on most of the things that we taste, we tend to be very particular and very finicky about it. But also we give it, the process that is, due, in terms of saying exactly what you're tasting, what you're feeling, and how it works with everything. So everything that I do, has to be, analyzed in that way. and approached in the same manner. And I think with how Simba approached this is exactly that they hit, you know, all the notes that are necessary, and having studied what the South Africans you know, like and enjoy, you know, they hit the right note with putting all the right flavors and the right taste in this flavor.